What's up, Troy? Mira, ¿te gusta? ¿Te gusta? Every day is small interactions. And the water dripping on the granite is kind of a good metaphor in the sense that we have a lot of fires that we put out here during the day. Guys having bad days, or guys having good days. They want to share it with somebody other than somebody who's inside with these guys.
The client really starts to buy into the ability that they have control over their actions, that they have control over their thoughts, and they tend to take some pride in that. And how rewarding is that for an agent to see a client really start to think in a different way? And once they start thinking and acting in a different way, you start to see that their attitudes and beliefs start to change. And they start to actually believe in healthy lifestyle, believe in those positive changes.
Field Agent Mike Schomer and Steve Sanchez are two of the DOC's top professionals. They are leading the effort to both share their knowledge and learn from others in a new program called Transition from Prison to the Community. Simply put, TPC is a new system that is designed to get every member of DOC's staff working together to help offenders turn their lives around, from prison through supervision.
It's Mike with DOC.
The TPC model will help us ensure that we are part of a coordinated effort to give offenders the best possible chance of being productive citizens after release.
We're fortunate in Minnesota because many of the staff that we have here understand that their role is to help offenders get out and stay out of prison. Really what it is, it's bumping it up a notch. It's taking it to the next level, giving them additional tools that they can use to motivate the offenders to make the necessary changes so when they do get released, their release is successful and they stay in the community.
TPC at its very core is something that we deal with as officers every day here. It's basically the basic fundamentals of this whole place. It's officers engaging in conversation with the offenders. We want to see these guys do well. We can't judge these guys. They've already been judged. We're just here to make sure that all the rules are followed. And sometimes it takes some interaction that isn't necessarily always good, but it has to be done.
Actually, we've been pretty much doing this the whole time. There's really nothing new. It's just kind of connecting the dots, so it's a smoother transition for the client from the facility to the community.
TPC is a new way of approaching corrections. As corrections professionals, we will continue to ensure that offenders are safely and securely confined in our institutions and supervised in the field. But under the TPC model, we will also work to motivate offenders to change their behavior. The goals of TPC are to evaluate the risk offenders pose to the community and assess their needs so we can motivate them to change their behavior. To provide a seamless case plan that follows the offender from incarceration through supervision. To effectively intervene to halt negative behavior that leads to unsafe conditions in our facilities and contributes to recidivism. And to reach out to stakeholders like law enforcement and social services agencies. DOC Commissioner Tom Roy says another important aspect of the TPC model is the mandate to constantly evaluate the effectiveness of the work we're doing. By measuring our successes and evaluating areas where improvement is needed, we will foster a culture of excellence.
I think it will take us to another level because it is more strategic, and that word is sometimes overused, but unless you have a plan, unless you have some definition in who does what and what role people play, things can not go as you want them to go. So by adopting the TPC model, we very consciously set meetings, set agendas, and set our future goals, and that is so important if we're going to get things accomplished.
It's all about public safety. That's our ultimate goal. And if we can help the client change his behavior, change his thought process, long term, we're going to increase public safety more so than just worrying about conditions.
I want these guys to go back. 90% of these guys in here are going to be out someday. I don't want to see them come back in again. Some of these guys I've known for 20 years, and with the interactions that I've had with these guys, I want to see them do well. I want to see them go out there and take care of their families. I want to see them pay taxes. I want to see them live life.